Hi there. So I know I told you in the previous video that I would be in a better location in terms of audio and video quality. I apologize. I am back in the car again, parked in the same location. It's just a little cloudier today. So I apologize. The video orientation is going to be vertical again, and the audio and video quality in general is just not going to be as good as it usually is. Not to say that my video quality is good anyway, but I know it's going to be a little less good today, just because of the setup that I have here. But I wanted to take the opportunity to jump on here and show you the bag that I'm using today. Just a really quick disclaimer, this bag is new to me. I just started using this bag style for the first time today, so I haven't used it for very long yet. So this is going to be more of a like thoughts video on how I feel about this bag so far. But hopefully as I use this bag a little bit longer, I always like to use it for at least a week and a half to 2 weeks before I can say like if I love it or hate it, or you know, anything in between. But for the lack of anything to do, and also just, you know, to update you on the bag that I'm using, I thought I would just throw this video up there. So the bag that I am using is called the Mini Glenna. This is a newer bag style. I believe Vera Bradley released it for the first time in 2019. So it is a take on their ever popular Glenna satchel, just sized down. And the Glenna bag itself has quite a history with Vera Bradley. It has been around for so many years. Something makes me want to say 2006, but that might be way too old. I'm not sure. I don't think it's that old. Maybe it's more like 2010 or 11 or 13 or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I have seen a few Glennas in some older prints, but this Mini Glenna is a newer bag, again 2019. This is one of the newest patterns of 2020. It's called Cloud Vine. And with this pattern you get an off-white background, but it has a tinge of mint to it. I've been getting a lot of questions about what I think the background pattern is of Cloud Vine, and that's my answer. I know I've seen other people answer gray. I've seen others answer white. I've seen others answer mint or green. To me, it is, and I'll try to get you in as close as I can without disrupting the visual quality, but to me, it is an off-white with a tinge of mint green. I don't know if that's confusing or if that helps at all, but for me, looking at this bag on the website, and even looking at this bag in Vera Bradley Buzz, and this pattern in general, I should say, it almost looks like it's blue. But when you get up close to it and you see it in person and you see it in natural lighting, like I have the bag tipped over, it is very cloud cast today. There's absolutely no sun out, so the lighting isn't as, I would say, as pure as it was in, say, my last video, for example. But just in some natural light, it definitely looks white to me with a tinge of mint. That's the best way I can describe the background color of this bag. The rest of the pattern elements have a mixture of lime greens, which I love in this pattern, blues, teals, navies, dark greens, sort of a mid green color. I don't know what I mean by mid green, but you know how there's like mint and then there's the lime green like right here. Sorry, it's going to be a little blurry. But there is this sort of like, I don't know, it's almost like a faded hunter, because you got the hunter green and then you got a more faded version of that. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Sorry, I'm like playing around with the lighting here to try to get it right. But that's just kind of a quick rundown on the color palette of this pattern. When this first came out, I knew I wanted something in it. The first thing that I wanted in it was a large on the go, and I saw some buzz that there was going to be more bag styles released in this pattern. I don't know if that was just a rumor or if it's because of COVID-19, but I haven't seen any additional bag styles released in this pattern besides what's already on the website. So I was hoping and praying that there was going to be a large on the go in the mix, but so far to my knowledge, at least the last time I checked, I did not see a large on the go in Cloudvine. So my second choice was going to be get a large cosmetic in this bag. So a couple weeks before my birthday was March 30th, so this was before all of the closures and things like that, I went to my local Occasionally Yours store, which sells lots of Vera, and I had my heart set on getting a large cosmetic in the Cloudvine pattern, and they sold out. They didn't have any left. So I went with Sweethearts and Flowers, which to me is equally as cute and beautiful and just pretty and happy. So I was really happy with that decision, but since I didn't get the large cosmetic in Cloudvine, I said, okay, my third choice is going to be a zip ID. And just recently, Vera Bradley had a 30% off everything sale, which also reflected to the Amazon shop. So the reason why I chose Amazon is because it's free 2-day shipping. And another reason why I chose Amazon before I went to the Vera website is because someone posted about the sale on Amazon and Vera Bradley Buzz, and it didn't equate to me that sale would also be the same on the Vera website. I know that sounds really stupid, but I did already make the purchase on Amazon. I got 2 zip IDs and they should be here tomorrow or at the latest Thursday. So I always want to, go shop on the Vera Bradley website first, but to me, I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. I saw the post in Buzz. I went to Amazon, which I do shop on Amazon probably more than any other website, and I made the purchase there. So the zip ID in Cloudvine is coming, but this I ordered, I think, Friday or Saturday of last week, and it's here. So this is the bag that I was kind of on the fence about. I like the pattern obviously a lot, but the bag style, I was concerned it'd be too small, or it wouldn't, it'd be bulky looking but not fit enough. And I think my biggest concern was the shoulder bag straps, because with this bag style, you get 2 shoulder bag straps with the faux leather, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'll tell you why I kind of changed my mind there. But you also get an adjustable crossbody strap that is removable. You've got the 2 swivel metal clips on the sides that do say Vera Bradley, by the way, that you can take off and you can store away inside the purse, or you can just take it off, not use it. Completely up to you. Or you can use it shoulder bag style. As you can see, I do have it adjusted on the shortest setting. It'll be a longer drop shoulder bag, but it's still an option. So here's the difference. These are the actual shoulder bag straps, and then this one's the crossbody strap adjusted to shoulder length. So you can see the big difference between those 2 drops. But I think the shoulder straps were my biggest deterrent, and I was encouraged by a couple of Vera Bradley buzzers. I don't know if they watch my channel, but you know who you are if you're watching. They both had this bag style in this exact pattern, and they've been posting in the group the past few days, and that finally encouraged me to just go ahead and do it. Just get the bag. If I didn't like it, I could either send it back or give it away or sell it, etc. But I've had it since this morning, and I really like this bag. First impressions, of course. I haven't used it long enough to say, blah, 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 but right now I really like it. So let's talk about the features, and then I'll show you what's inside. Obviously, I'm in the car, so I can't do a proper try-on portion for you. I will do the best that I can in the limited space that I have. But we do have, again, the crossbody strap adjusted to shoulder. Again, can't show you what it looks like on crossbody, and it's almost impossible to show you what it looks like on shoulder bag without me throwing myself out the window almost. So hopefully in a later video I can give you a full rundown of what that looks like. Or if you're in Vera Bradley Buzz, you could see the picture that I posted earlier today. And then here are the 2 shoulder straps, and they do sit up pretty high, which I like. I don't mind it. And I did run one errand today to pick up some food, and I did use it this way, and it worked really fine. They didn't fall off my shoulders. However, I think if you're wearing, say, something with like puffy coat material, like it's very slick, I could see these falling off your shoulders a lot. That's just a guess. You know, I'm not sure if that's really how it would be, but that's just my impression. Because they are so short, there's not very much. I mean, you can kind of layer them on top of each other to help keep them on your shoulders, but I know cloth on cloth, they stay on really well by themselves, so that's good. Now, the reason why I said earlier that I was a little bit iffy about the faux leather, it's for a couple reasons. Look-wise, I don't like it. I don't think it's attractive. Now, in this particular pattern, sorry, there's like cat hair all over the bag. In this particular pattern, I think it looks okay because the color just goes really well. I mean, it's a mint dominant bag. Like, the color is very minty, very blue, very green. So the faux leather and that, I would say that minty green blue color goes really well. So I don't mind the look so much. But on other bags, especially the larger Glenna satchel, I just I don't like the look of it. And I think on this it feels okay. It feels really soft and malleable. But I know on Glenna satchels, like the pattern that pops in my head is Desert Floral. It is a little bit of an older pattern. I think 2018 is when it came out maybe. But I did get a Glenna satchel, which is, you know, the newer style Glenna. And it had the faux leather. I had that bag for less than a day. I didn't like the faux leather on the straps. I had it on my shoulder. The straps were always falling off. I just didn't like it. So that was a big deterrent to me, but I decided, and I know this is going to sound crazy to you, but maybe not if you've seen my Carson shoulder bag reviews. But I considered, before I even received this bag in the mail, cutting off these straps if they annoyed me. And I even saw a review on Amazon of this bag that someone actually did do that. And I see her point, because she said something about living in the city, and she worries when she wears the bag crossbody that having these straps stick out is basically an invitation for a thief to just grab your bag and, you know, take advantage of you. I completely hear that point. And I'm always thinking of that too. Right now I'm not in a city, but currently where my apartment is, it is in the city, and it is a semi-dangerous area. So I think about those things too. If I wore this crossbody, there's basically not just the straps, but you even have these little pleather, well, they're actually not pleather. They're some kind of like, I don't know if they're like nylon or something, but anyway, there are these loops that kind of stick out. I don't know if you can see that. These loops that stick out, and it's almost like an invitation for somebody to pull in the bag, or it's something else that can get stuck, like on a door handle, and you know, maybe I'm just thinking too much. Maybe I'm just like being too overcautious or something. But before I even read that woman's review on Amazon, I was already thinking that about this bag, and that was another thing besides the faux leather on the straps that was keeping me from purchasing this. And that was another thing I said to myself. I said, if I really love the bag, but I don't like those features, I could cut the straps off and I could cut this off. Now, the reason why I think I won't cut this off is because it'll leave these two holes open, I think. And I don't know if I'll like that. So honestly, these aren't a deal breaker to me. I think they'll be okay. So, and like I said, I used the shoulder straps a couple times today. I think I'm going to need to use them more, but right now I would say I like them and they're staying on the bag. And again, I can't try on the crossbody strap for you, but I just want to say really quickly that I did use this to walk to my car just recently to do this video as a shoulder bag using this, and this was really comfortable and worked really well for me. But I just wanted to say that, so if you watched my past video, I did a review on the Carson Hobo and the pattern Indio. That has a removable strap as well. And it has a very short drop. And the colors do go with that navy. If you see the navy in there, it's a perfect match. So just for fun, I thought earlier, why don't I take off this removable crossbody strap and put the Indio strap on there. Just for fun. I don't know if it's going to work. Don't know if I'm going to like it, but let's try it. So I actually liked it enough to bring it along with me for the review. And again, I know it's not going to be a proper try on, but I just thought I'd show you what it looks like. It looks a lot different. And it's just a little bit longer than the actual shoulder straps that come with the bag. And if I didn't mention before, these shoulder straps are not removable, and there are 2 of them. So they are fixed on the bag. So the only way you can get rid of them if you don't like them is to cut them off. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to, but like I said, in that review that I just talked about, that lady just cut them off, and she said she was really pleased with the bag after she did that. So, I mean, to each their own. I don't judge people for modifying their bags. If you cut the flap off your bag and it makes you happy, great. If you sew another pocket in your bag and it makes you happy, fantastic. Do what you want. You paid for it. It's your bag. We're good to go. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what that strap looked like with the actual shoulder bag straps. It does give you that shorter drop, and you still have that crossbody element if you so choose. So again, I know this is not like a proper try on, but at least you can kind of see where it falls. I actually like this drop better than this one. I do think this one is a little short. And, you know, it's like right underneath my armpit. It's okay. But I think if you had like a puffy winter coat, it might be a little too tight and it might be slipping off your shoulder all the time. So I do think this strap drop is a good solution here. So that's why I brought this with me, because I think I do like the drop on this, even though it's a long shoulder bag look. I still like that. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. But this is a good option if you don't like the shoulder bag straps that come with it, or they don't work out for you. I'm just throwing that out there. And I actually got this idea from Vera Bradley Bag of the Day, Elisa's channel. She took her Carson Hobo strap, just like this one, and used it with her Carson shoulder bag. And that was genius. I was like, if you don't like the shoulder bag strap that comes with that Carson shoulder bag, just take it off and use your Carson Hobo one if you have one. So that's where I got that idea. I was like, that can be replicated with almost any other bag that has that removable strap grommet option. So for what it's worth, there's that. And for now, I'll just keep the crossbody strap off of this so I can show you the rest of the bag. Let me zip it up. Okay, so again, we do have these 2 rope-like pieces coming out of the sides of the bags, and it does have a little pleather pull on it. And I think the point of these is, Vera actually advertises this as a functional thing. I mostly think it's for looks, but I mean, you can cinch it. You can cinch it a little bit. Let me see. So can you see the difference? It's got more body to it. It's got more curve to it because I cinched it. Now watch when I uncinch it. There's more give, if that makes more sense. So it puffs out more. I honestly like the full look, but I think it's a cute idea if you want to change the look of your bag. But again, like I addressed, just for safety reasons, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of these. I'll deal with it, but for what it's worth. Then you have a big front slip pocket. You also have the pleather nameplate on there. But this pocket extends from each pleat. So you've got a pleat here. There's no hidden zipper pocket. And then you got another pleat here. Again, no zipper pocket. But that pocket extends. Like I can open my hand wide and still have room to spare. So obviously I'm using my phone right now, but my phone fits vertically and horizontally in this pocket. And I do have the iPhone 10 regular size. Same pocket on the back, same size. And in here I just keep my car key. And so there is no hidden zipper pocket in either of these pleats as well. But if you bump up to the Glenna satchel, it does have a hidden zipper pocket inside of the pleat. Then you have a zipper. I don't know if you would call this recessed because it does puff out instead of gap in. So you technically still have that space at the top, as you can see. See how it sticks out? You have a ribbon zipper pull, no Vera Bradley. And then this is what the base looks like. It's a nice oval shaped base. And you can see it does accommodate a good amount of stuff for the bag size. And I would say if you don't have this bag and you're wondering what it's comparable to, I would say in shape, it's comparable to the Hadley crossbody. And I do have reviews on that on my channel if you're interested. I actually have several videos on that because I love that bag. And then in size, I think it's comparable to the Carson mini shoulder bag, which I also have a review of that on my channel. It's in the pattern Moonlight Garden, which is a dark blue pattern with flowers on it. So for what it's worth, if you want to go back and kind of see what those two bags look like, you can. So we're going to open up the zipper pocket and I'm going to give you a look at what I have inside. And the pattern is on the inside, reminds me of wintertime. I think it's very icicle looking. It reminds me of the movie Frozen. I don't know if you've seen the Disney movie Frozen, but that's what it reminds me of. And there is a lot of like light green in there that does look a little more spring-like, but upon first glance, especially like the color quality on the video, it looks more icy to me. So there you go. You could see everything that I have inside. We've got the 2 slip pockets on one side, and they're generous. I can fit my entire hand inside of the pocket. And in there, I did take my sunglasses out of the sunglasses case. I originally had the whole case in here, but it fit fine, but I did want to fit a couple extra items, and when I took the case out, I was able to accommodate those things. And then in the other slip pocket, I have my usual, my lotion, my regular writing pen, but I also have a little Tide pen in there as well, as you can see. On the back wall, there is a zippered pocket, the little metal zipper. In there, I just have my personal items. I have a hair pick, a notebook, an extra hand sanitizer, and then just a couple feminine products. But again, I'm going to give you a look at all of the essentials in there. And these are items that, if you watch my video from like a week ago, it's the same stuff. So I'll try to hold up the bag so you can see it here. So I have my zip ID. This is in the pattern, make sure it's showing up okay. In the pattern Mickey's Paisley Celebration. Love this ID. It's my favorite Vera Bradley product of all time. I also have my little hand sanitizer. It's still in the holder. And I just keep that down in the bag. Actually, it's kind of nice when you point it this way, so you can just pull on this and you have your hand sanitizer. I also have a pack of tissues, my deodorant pod, got a hair tie in there. And then I did put my 2 pouches in here because I think even in small bags like this, or small-ish bags, I think it's almost bordering a medium-sized bag, but we can just call it a small bag. I think having pouches in bags like this are really helpful. That way all of your little items just aren't floating around in the bag. I think the zipper pocket is a good alternative. If you don't have any little pouches or don't want to use them, you can put all your little items in there. But I do like this because it's just an extra layer of organization and I know where everything is. So, I do have this, and it has my headphones and my little tech in it. Usually I have my phone charger too, but I think I took that out. And then in the other pouch is my little, I don't know, I call it a healthcare pouch, but probably pushing it there. I have Tylenol and some Band-Aids and some hand wipes and things like that. And that's in the pattern Bramble. This one was Heirloom Paisley. New style coin purse, old style coin purse. And there is one more thing. And the reason why I'm trying to reorganize this is because my sunglasses do stick out. And I mean, they stick out in most slip pockets in my bags. When I pull the bigger items out, sometimes my sunglasses just want to come with and they get stuck on an item and like come out with the item too. So I'm kind of like trying to push my sunglasses back down at the same time, which I might put those in that zipper pocket. Maybe that would be a good solution so they don't get stuck on stuff. And then I've got my AirPods case, so these just got my headphones in there, and that just kind of goes at the bottom of the bag as well. So you can kind of see everything in there has its little place. And I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. So I'll just go down through my first impressions again of this bag. I really like it. Overall, I think it's a great, comfortable bag that fits a lot. If you're a fan of the Glenna satchel and you've always wanted a smaller version, I think this is a good option for you. It is taller, I think, than it is wider, but you do have that nice forgiving base, so you can get a lot in this bag. If I were to pick between the mini Carson shoulder bag, which I think is in this bag size realm, and if I were to pick between that one and this one, I would pick this one just because I think it's cute. I think it's so much cuter than that one. I like that there's no flap. That one does have a flap. This one just has great pocket structure, great options. If you do like the shorter shoulder straps, you've got that. I just think it's a really great bag. So again, I'm still, you know, on the fence about how I feel about these. I'm just trying to just accept them for what they are. Someone told me in Vera Bradley Buzz that they'll eventually just fall down and kind of, you know, they won't be sticking up as much. But I just think the bag looks, I mean, I think it's cute that you can cinch it, but I think it overall looks better without those little things kind of sticking up. But anyway, that's just a minor thing. So there you have it. This is the bag that I'm going to be using for the foreseeable future. This is the Mini Glenna in the pattern Cloudvine. If you are interested in this pattern and or the bag, these are both still available on the website. They're also available on Amazon and probably other third-party sites. So check it out if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching 27 minutes of my car vlog. I hope the audio is at least a little bit better this time. If not, I am sorry. I apologize again. Hopefully the next video I will be in an actual building or a house, but if not, I will see you in the car next time. Bye.